Hey guys, how's it going? Dudey here. I'm back with another video, and oh my god, as if 2020 couldn't get any crazier, Anonymous have come out of nowhere and have given people the information that conspiracy theorists like myself have been yearning for. Now, I'm not joking, guys, yeah? I'm kind of thinking if this one goes viral, there's a chance I could be genuinely assassinated. That is how sensitive I feel this information is. I want to just say allegedly, possibly, maybe to all of this information. Please take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously, Anonymous, the legion of hacktivists that have exposed many things in the past, they do have a solid track record for the information that they provide, so it could be all legit, it could all be bollocks. I want you to make your minds up for yourselves in the comments down below, but all I'm going to say is I'm merely a vessel of this information, okay? I'm not making any claims at all. I don't want to die, guys. I don't want to die. So there's a lot that has come out, and this was all sparked by the tragic murder, let's not get that part wrong, the murder of the innocent George Floyd at the hands of an ex-Minneapolis police officer, Derek Chauvin. It has caused outrage, as it should do, and it has sparked protests, riots across America. Buildings are burning, there is looting, there are violent protests, there are peaceful protests. President Trump is currently in the bunker beneath the White House. The White House lights are out for the first time in God knows how many years. I genuinely believe that we are on the precipice of a massive change in society. 2020 has been insane. We've had coronavirus, we've had threats of World War III, we've had lockdown, we've had the Pentagon reveal that some UFO footage is actually legitimate, and now we have Anonymous that are breaking leaks like Epstein's little black book filled with all of his contacts. There are some unbelievable names on that list. You've got Mick Jagger, you've got Chris Tucker from Rush Hour, man. You've got a lot of the Trump family, you've got massive high profile people. There's now claims coming out that apparently Epstein would set up child porn parties for the Rolling Stones. Again, allegedly, possibly, maybe that is going to be a running theme throughout this video, guys. But there are two leaks especially that really stood out to me involving the death of Princess Diana, which we are going to go into, and Donald Trump and the allegations against him. But it looks like there are court statements, police statements against Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump in the same trial. Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were in a trial together about the rape of children and trafficking of children. It's unbelievable, guys. The statements that I have screenshotted are absolutely horrific, and they involve Donald Trump and some underage boys and girls. We're talking 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years of age. If this is true, if this is real, which, to be honest, when you look at the whole Epstein thing, it is so believable, you know, that this paedophile ring is in place, and people like Donald Trump, who has vouched for Jeffrey Epstein, saying he's a terrific guy. He loves attractive women like Trump does, although admittedly Epstein likes them on the younger side. Like, saying things like that does not help you at all, Trump. Having pictures with Epstein and these kids, it's awful. It's going to be intriguing going forward to see what happens with all these allegations that have come forward. The man is the president of the United States of America, and he could be, more than likely is, allegedly, possibly, maybe, high up in this rich, powerful, international paedophile ring. It's unbelievable. Anonymous come flat out and say Trump had Epstein killed. Trump is the man with the smoking gun that we have all been theorized ever since in August 2019 Epstein allegedly killed himself. That is one thing I'm a strong believer in, and don't give a fuck what you say. Epstein did not kill himself. I did a video just the other day where I broke down and reviewed the recent Filthy Rich Jeffrey Epstein documentary. Please go and check that out, because I go into far much more detail when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein that I don't feel I need to go into here. But go over there, I will link that video down below. But I mean, Anonymous just provide receipt after receipt after receipt on Trump. I'll read one here, guys, but please, guys, understand what I'm about to read to you is absolutely abhorrent and disgusting and horrible, okay? If you are of a sensitive nature, I suggest you skip ahead a little bit, okay? I'm going to have the statement on the screen so you can just fast track ahead to when the statement comes off the screen and you'll know I'm no longer talking about it, okay? Here we go. So this statement says the parties are the plaintiff, Katie Johnson, resides in the state of California. The defendants, Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey E. Epstein, each reside in the state of New York. Factual allegations. The plaintiff, Katie Johnson, alleges that the defendant, Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey E. Epstein, did willfully and with extreme malice violate her civil rights under 18 U.S.C. I-2241 by sexually and physically abusing plaintiff Johnson by forcing her to engage in various perverted and depraved sex acts by threatening physical harm to plaintiff Johnson and also her family. The plaintiff, Katie Johnson, alleges that the defendants, Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey E. Epstein, also did willfully and with extreme malice violate her civil rights under 42 U.S.C. 1985 by conspiring to deny plaintiff Johnson her civil rights by making her their sex slave. The plaintiff, Katie Johnson, alleges she was subject to extreme sexual and physical abuse by the defendants, Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey E. Epstein, including forcible rape during a 4-month time span covering the months of June to September 1994, when plaintiff Johnson was still only a minor of 13. The plaintiff, Katie Johnson, alleges she was enticed by promises of money and a modelling career to attend a series of underage sex parties held in a New York City residence of defendant Jeffrey E. Epstein and attended by defendant Donald J. Trump. On the first occasion involving the defendant, Donald J. Trump, the plaintiff, Katie Johnson, was forced to manually stimulate defendant Trump with the use of her hand upon defendant Trump's erect penis until he reached sexual orgasm. On the second occasion involving the defendant Donald J. Trump, the plaintiff, Katie Johnson, was forced to orally copulate defendant Trump by placing her mouth upon defendant Trump's erect penis until he reached sexual orgasm. And there are more allegations in this case alone. There is also an interesting statement here that says, in addition to Stephanie Clifford, aka porn actress Stormy Daniels, and former Playboy model Karen McDougal, Cohen reportedly helped settle a number of rape cases involving Trump. WMR received a list from a reputable Republican source of these settlement claims, all of which involve male and female minors. Number 1, Michael Parker, 10 years old, oral rape, Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1992. Trump paid his parents a $3 million settlement. 2, Kelly Feuer, 12 years old, $1 million settlement paid in 1989, allegations of forcing the course Trump Tower, New York. 3, Charles Bacon, 11 years old, $3 million allegation of oral and anal intercourse, 1994, Trump Tower, New York. 4, Rebecca Conway, 13 years old, intercourse and oral rape, Trump Vineyard Estates, Charlottesville, 2012, $5 million settlement. 5, Maria Oliveira, 12 years old, her family was paid $16 million to settle allegations of forcible intercourse occurring in Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1993. 6, Kevin Knoll, 11-year-old, anal rape, Trump Tower, New York, 1998, settlement details unknown. Guys, these are all allegations allegedly possibly made against Donald Trump, the President of the United States of fucking America. This is unbelievable. But as I said to you guys, there was one other thing that stood out to me like a sore thumb, and that was the murder of Princess Diana by order of Prince Philip, Harry and William's grandfather, husband to the Queen. This apparently came about because Princess Diana had a tape of an interview with a royal servant who claims that he was raped by one of Prince Charles's staff, and he took 10,000 euros as a bribe to stay quiet, but Princess Diana had an interview with him taped where he revealed all, and it is alleged that this tape, of which Princess Diana kept safely at one of the palaces, was actually killed because she was going to expose the royal family, their involvement in these paedophile rings, and this rape of this royal servant. Princess Diana told her sister about this tape, and after Diana's death, her sister tried to retrieve said tape, and the tape simply went missing. Also, apparently around the time of her death, Princess Diana was actually visiting the hospitals and care homes that Jimmy Savile was preying upon and consoled the Elm Guest House victims. Princess Diana knew so much, and apparently she knew too much and had too much evidence. The revelation of this tape isn't new. The Guardian newspaper, 5 years after Princess Diana's death, actually did an article about this tape and about how suspicious it was and about how the allegations around the tape and obviously that it led to Princess Diana's death. So this isn't new. This is just kind of Anonymous being like, look, this information is here. I'm putting it in your face. Fucking pay attention. Shit is happening. Stop being a sheep. Stop fucking sitting there. Look at how fucked the system around you is. You're a cog in the machine of this system. Wake up. That's what Anonymous are trying to do here. They're trying to derail this broken society and this horrifically flawed system that we have that is controlled by these elite pedophiles. It's just unreal, guys. It's all here. All the information is there in front of you. You just have to pay attention and absorb it. But also, guys, there is a testimony from a retired hitman on his deathbed. He basically confessed to killing Princess Diana. I'm going to read it for you here. A dying British intelligence agent has made a series of stunning confessions after being told that he only has a matter of weeks to live by doctors, including that he was tasked with the murder of Princess Diana. 80-year-old John Hopkins is a retired MI5 operative who worked as a hitman for UK government and claims to have carried out 23 assassinations between 1973 and 1999. Hopkins was a 38-year veteran and claims that his job often involved discreetly assassinating individuals who posed a threat to national security. During his time serving the United Kingdom, he trained extensively as a mechanical engineer and munitions expert and claims to be seasoned in unconventional murders involving poisons and chemicals. The retired British assassin says he worked as part of a cell of 7 operatives who were trusted to conduct political assassinations during a period he describes as when MI5 operated with less external oversight. Many of his top secret cell's victims were politicians, journalists, activists and union leaders. Mr. Hopkins claims that Princess Diana was the only woman he ever killed, adding that she was the only target where the order came directly from the royal family. When asked about how he felt about taking the life of the people's princess, he said he felt ambivalent about her death, describing her as a beautiful, kind-hearted woman who had her life cut tragically short, but that she was also placing the British crown at risk. Saying the royal family had evidence that she was planning to divorce Charles. She knew too many royal secrets. She had a huge grudge and she was going to go public with all sorts of wild claims. My boss told me she had to die. He'd received orders directly from Prince Philip and we had to make it look like an accident. I'd never killed a woman before, much less a princess. But I obey orders. I did it for Queen and country, he claims. The operation was run under strict control from Buckingham Palace in direct cooperation with the mainstream media. The high-level conspiracy involved collusion between the media and Palace to square their stories, make sure everybody was on the same page. It was a well-run operation. Speaking about the conspirators in the operation, Hopkins said British journalists all answer to editors who answer to oligarchs who all want knighthoods for the crime family at Buckingham Palace. There is no free press in Britain. We got away with murder. After being told that he only has a short time left to live from his doctors, Hopkins said he will spend his final weeks at home, but admitted that he expects to be arrested after his admissions, or even silenced, saying, "I can't say that I care an awful lot. If they try to take me out, they'll be doing me a favour now." He explained that he would be long gone should an investigation be opened, as it would take forever and be very complicated due to the limited records of the operation, adding that most of my colleagues are already dead. Hopkins claims that the main conspirator in the murder of Princess Diana was Prince Philip, but said that he will never be charged with anything, of course. If Prince Philip ever let himself be analysed by a psychiatrist, I'm sure he'd be diagnosed as psychopath. He has all the dark triad traits. Should this case ever be investigated, the most important witness would be Mr. Hopkins' boss, who apparently died of a heart attack in the early 2000s. When Hopkins was asked why he didn't expose the plot earlier or refused the job at the time, he explained, "MI5 agents swear allegiance to the crown. We can't be impartial when it comes to the royal family. At best I would have been done for treason, at worst Philip would have designed a grisly fate for me." So there we go. That's apparently, allegedly, possibly, maybe, the hitman that actually killed Princess Diana. Now this makes me think, Prince Harry, yeah, obviously left the royal family recently to protect Meghan, and he even said in an interview, if you knew what I knew, you'd do the same. And it all just kind of makes sense. If he found out that his mother was murdered by orders of his grandfather, I don't blame him for getting out and protecting his wife, who seemed to have similar traits to Princess Diana in the way that she was handling being in the royal family. I don't blame Harry for wanting to get out and protect her at all costs. But this could just be the start of all of Anonymous's leaks. I know they've also leaked about the Catholic Church, the Vatican, priests raping children, paying out millions of dollars in compensation to silence people and all the rest of it. It's absolutely awful, guys. This whole situation just shows how fucked the world really is behind the scenes. It's just absolutely awful. But guys, because of the review of the Epstein documentary the other day, I felt like this just made perfect sense to make this video. I wanted to bring it to you. I'm sorry if it's not as cohesive and ordered as the documentary review was. There's so much information just being like thrown out into social media, and it's all over the place, and it was really hard for me to compile. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to come here, I'm just going to speak my mind on this matter. But yeah, guys, that's what's going on right now. We're living in unprecedented times, guys. 2020 is going to be historic beyond belief. 2020 will be looked back on in 1,000 years' time, without a doubt, to all these things. And who knows, we could be at the point where society completely goes off in a different direction, hopefully a direction for the better. But let me know what you guys think. I'd love to know down below. Also, guys, I don't know if YouTube's notification system is fucked, but a lot of you guys aren't getting me in the sub boxes. So please, if you could do me a favor, hit that notification bell, make sure it says all notifications. But also, guys, as a fail-safe to this, I'm going to be uploading Mondays 7 PM, Tuesdays 6:30 PM, because I do a quiz on Twitch at 7 PM on Tuesdays, and Thursday 7 PM. 3 uploads, 7, 6:30, 7, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, every week, so you know, regardless of whether you get a notification, there should be a video there. If it's not in your sub box, come and look on the actual channel and I'll have a video here for you. Okay, guys, thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. All the links for all the stuff you want to support me extra is down below. You know this. I also stream on twitch.tv/Dudey. Thank you so much, guys. Anonymous, you've just dropped a fucking nuclear bomb into society. You've ruffled feathers. You're changing the course of history, I think. And also, I want to see justice for George Floyd. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I will see you very soon. Sweet one, geese.